I've got the look that drives a go wild. I've got the move that really move 'em. I said chill, up and down their spine. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy.
Welcome back to yet another wrestling figure review. Today's a special episode because today I'm actually reviewing a complete set. Yes, that's right, you heard correctly. I'm reviewing a complete set of Mattel WWE action figures, and I am so excited for this. It's actually been a long time coming. I received these figures all the way from the United States over about 2 weeks ago, and just haven't really found the time to review them. You know, work, family, friends, you know, maintaining relationships, all that jazz that comes with life, have gotten in the way. But today I've set aside the time to review these things right here, and as you can tell, I'm excited. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the figures, I'm going to show you the boxes, and then, you know, we're just going to get stuck into it. So starting off, what is the series? It's the WWE Flashback series, Heartbreak Hotel build a play set, to be more specific. That is, of course, the main man in the series, Mr. Shawn Michaels, in all of his retro glory. You can see he's got the sweet vest, and even more so sweeter than that is those sick early 90s, perhaps 80s even shades. Love it. Very, very cool. Shawn Michaels, there he is. Heartbreak Kid, HBK. Love it. Doink the Clown. I never really thought we would ever see another Doink the Clown figure, especially in elite figure form, or just in any form really by Mattel. It kind of just seemed like he was one of those weird one-off, you know, figures that we would get but probably never ever see again. So I'm so pleased to actually be getting another Doink the Clown, and in a completely different attire than his previous one. I rate the previous Doink the Clown, which I think was from one of the Elite 30 series, very highly. But if you can, we probably can't tell because he's maybe just out of frame, but that figure right there, that is actually the previous Doink the Clown I'm talking about, which is sitting atop of my air conditioner. But either way, that's the new one. Love it. So good to get another one. Mwah. So that's Doink the Clown. Okay, next up. This figure, I must admit, I was a bit hesitant about it. When I saw the whole series, when they first got announced, I was like, you know, I'm not really a fan of women wrestlers. And this especially, although she might have been around during the time when I grew up watching old VHS rental tapes of WWF when I was a little kid. Like, you know, I only remember the main guys, you know, like Bret the Hitman Hart, the Macho Man Randy Savage, you know, so on and so forth. I didn't really know Miss Alundra Blaze. And like I said, you know, I thought about getting rid of this figure. Like, once I got it, I'm like, maybe I can sell just this one. But honestly, seeing it in person, it is actually really cool. That old school women's championship title belt is amazing. The figure looks amazing. We'll get more into that later. And finally, the fourth and final figure to cap off the series is, of course, Mr. Ramon. Check that out right there. You know what's the good thing about this figure? That cloth shirt. Thank you so much, Mattel, for giving us a cloth shirt again. And here you can see it's the bad guy, Mr. Ramon, and he has this sweet promo-esque attire. You know, he's got like the grape suit pants, the white shoes, that shirt, that Hawaiian shirt, just absolutely amazing. There it is, Ramon. Oh, I'm not sure if I said I was going to show you guys the back of the packaging and all that. Well, either way, that's the figure. These are the other figures behind me, and I'm going to get them in front of you right now so we can take a more up-close and personal look with these guys up out of the box. This has been a long time coming, honestly. I'm really excited to do this review, so please stick around. You do not want to miss out. Bam! Ramon. Let's get this review underway. Boom! Okay, so the first figure we're taking a look at is, of course, the Heartbreak Kid himself, Mr. Shawn Michaels. Check out the earrings there, very nice, nicely sculpted on. But you know what's even more nicer than that is this jacket. Take a look at the detail on it. Absolutely magnificent, just Absolutely amazing. I'm blown away with the amount of detail that this vest jacket has. It just looks so cool. Then you can see him here with the shades. We'll remove these shades. I must admit, they're actually very soft, so delicate. But there we go. There's the man behind the shades, Shawn Michaels. And take a look also at this sick mullet. Oh man, so cool. There is, of course, the signature Shawn Michaels tattoo that he has. He has black gloves there, as well as on the tights you can see he's got these love hearts that have like a black and red zebra print inside them. And then, of course, on the back it says Heartbreak Kid. Very nice. And then some more of those hearts, some more there. Black knee pads, and of course, yeah, the white boots with these little silver accents. Also very nice, very crisp and clean figure. Also similar to a Ringside Collectibles exclusive Shawn Michaels, but slightly different. I think this one is a bit more polished. But yeah, that's the figure there. I'm not going to bother removing the jacket because, you know what I mean, it's pretty much what you see there is what you get. If anything, the only other thing to point out is just that that chest hair. So yeah, this Shawn Michaels is definitely going to receive high praise. Absolutely love this figure. So stoked to have this in my collection. And I also just recently got a Diesel figure, so you know they'll go very good together, be it that they were like a tag team back in the day, you know, Shawn Michaels and Big Daddy Cool Diesel. Very awesome. But anyway, that's Shawn Michaels. On to the next figure. Okay, so on to the next figure. It is, of course, Doink the Clown. Get a look at that. Now, with the previous Doink figure, which I actually have here with me for comparison's sake, we'll take a look at him shortly. His wigs, or this hair, was actually removable, and you could put different types of hairstyles on him, 3 to be exact. 2 that were very similar, but one which was incredibly different, which is the one I have him displayed with, but you'll see that shortly. Anyway, yeah, Doink the Clown. Face sculpt, accurate, love it, awesome. As you can see there, very nice. Blue, orange, hints of yellow, bit of white sprinkled in, but take a look at that little nice, you know, camouflage looking tie on the attire. There's some more little detail to it, the nice orange and blue striped tights to go with it all, and then check out these nice crisp yellow boots. Amazing. So that is Doink the Clown. Like I said, I will be comparing him to the previous figure of his which was released in the series, and that one of course is this guy right here. So set them up in a similar pose. As you can see, you know, very similar, but different, of course, you know, when it comes to the attires. I think the face scans are pretty much exactly the same, but honestly, when you've got something as good as that, which completely captures that great likeness of Doink the Clown, why would you want to mess with it? You know, as the old saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So the attires that we both have are really great. If anything, I really would have loved to have seen Doink come with an entrance jacket. Unfortunately, there are no accessories that are of his own with this new figure right here, but I can tell you I really love Doink the Clown as a character, wrestler, just overall entertainer. He was one of my favorite back in the day. He wasn't really a big name, but nonetheless he was someone that you knew of if you watched you know, old school wrestling. So that is the old attire, that's the new attire, as you see there. Yeah, 2 really great figures, so very happy to have them. And yeah, and as I was saying, this other figure, you can actually remove the hair and put different hair pieces via this little part in the back there. But I've chosen this one because there are another 2 that come with it, but they just look very similar to this. One is slightly more bushier, but yeah, they look almost one in the same. But yeah, those are the 2 Doink the Clown figures. Yeah, and I think we need to move on to the next figure. Let's have a look at that one, shall we? Okay, so on to Razor Ramon. Get a look at that there. Very nice. As you can tell, looking up close, he actually has a toothpick in his mouth, which you can see. But no, it is not removable. It is actually molded onto the head there. But I think I'd prefer that, because if that thing was removable, it would be very easy to lose. So yeah, it comes with the toothpick in the mouth. You see the little slick curl there. Let's get a 360 shot of what he looks like. So there you can see a little ponytail on the back. I think this figure really does a great job capturing that that really, you know, oily slicked back hair in action figure form. So yeah, now as I was saying, you've got that cloth shirt. My goodness, looks even better out of the packaging. And I've seen a lot of people that have actually picked up Elias figures and put this jacket with it, and it actually goes really well. So if I happen to stumble across an Elias figure, no doubt I'll do exactly the same. But let's get this off for the sake of the review so you can see exactly what else we have underneath the Hawaiian shirt here. So as you can see, it is just him in all his oozing machismo glory. Take a look. Super hairy chest and stomach in typical Razor Ramon fashion. And of course, it has a, or he has, I should say, the gold chains there. I'm going to be honest, those gold chains look super hard to remove. Like, they're not really going to fit over his head. But, you know, don't really see any point of removing it anyway, because like I said, this is him in his like promo-esque casual attire. Here you see the pants, a lot of articulation, even though, you know, it's suit pants. Be an elite figure, we have these super articulated joints. You see it there. And then finally, yeah, you've got some nice white shoes, which look absolutely amazing. This is such a cool figure. Of course, what makes it all the more cooler is this cool cloth shirt. But I think I've gone on enough about that. Now on to the final figure, which we'll be taking a look at, which is ALUNDRA BLAYZE. Okay, and here we go, onto ALUNDRA BLAYZE. Let's just get her full body in shot there, or full figure body in shot. Not saying she's a full-figured body person. Look, you know what I'm trying to say. It's an action figure. This is a full shot of her body. Okay, anyway, moving forward. Yes, as you can see, it says Blaze on the front there. The white to yellow to orange to red attire looks really cool. And then as we take a look on the back of her booty there, it says Alundra. Very, very nice figure. I like the whole flame theme going all throughout there, even on the armbands there, as you can see, or wristbands, whatever you want to call them. I'd say armbands. It covers most of her arm as opposed to just her wrist. But anyway, yeah, that is ALUNDRA BLAYZE. Take a look at the face sculpt. This is, of course, a first time to line figure. So this is the very first time we're seeing ALUNDRA BLAYZE be released in the Mattel WWE figure line. And that is, of course, as you can see, that belt of which she is holding. It is the retro WWE, or it would have been WWF back then, Women's Wrestling Championship. And I gotta say, this figure is really good. If there was one thing that I had to try and fault it on, it would just be that you can see the belly button here. It's like obviously a painted torso, so you know it doesn't really look too much like a full bodysuit like she's wearing. That the belly button thing kind of does throw it off. But honestly, not really a big deal. I think it's a really nice figure. And the belt is awesome too. First time and only time I believe you can probably get this belt. So that's really cool. And just, you know, as you can see, her hair just looks great. Now, I gotta say, the only time I actually remember ALUNDRA BLAYZE was when she went to WCW and, like so, in a similar fashion, dropped this title belt into a trash can and went by the name Medusa. In WCW. That's when I knew of her. I didn't really know too much of her when it came to WWF. But anyway, great likeness, awesome, you know, likeness to capture within the figure, and I think it totally does it justice. Really cool. Can't believe I debated on getting rid of this one figure from the set, because you know what? Seeing it in person, it's really good. So anyway, let's get all the figures up, along with the playset put together, and give all these figures a final review score. Stay tuned. Okay, so here we go. Here it is. This is the end of the video where I give a review score for every single figure which we've looked at today. And of course in the background you can probably see the Heartbreak Hotel that has been set up. More about that later. This review's gone on long enough. Let's review these figures. Shawn Michaels, this guy, he is getting a 9.8. Ooh, so close to a 10, and I can tell you what would make it a 10 is if this this jacket right here that he came with, if this was like a cloth jacket, like an imitation leather type jacket that had the same detail on it, I would absolutely love it. Now, obviously, that might be a bit of a stretch to try and do that, but honestly, I have faith that Mattel could pull something like that off. So that would make it a perfect 10, but unfortunately, falls just a little bit short. It's a 9.8. Now, on to Doink the Clown. He is getting an 8.5. Straight up, I really like this figure too. It does get a high score because it has a very colorful attire. The face scan you can't fault. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know I said that, so it is what it is. Looks great. And I'm just so super happy that we have another Doink the Clown figure. But please, Mattel, if you are just going to grace us with a third Doink the Clown figure, give him an entrance jacket. Why not, hey? Anyway, and then on to Razor Ramon, the bad guy, Razor Ramon here, oozing machismo, as you can see. I've posed him without the jacket on, but honestly, that jacket, like I said, it's a huge factor in this figure. And this also gets a high score. This is getting a 9. Yes, you heard right. This is a 9. Love the cloth jacket that it comes with. You can see that here. I just, the whole molded toothpick in the mouth, that's genius. You know, the pants, those grape suit pants, the white shoes, it all sets it off. And of course, you've got the chain necklaces around him there, looking great. The hairy chest, it's all just great. So that's a 9, solid 9. And now, finally, onto Alundra Blaze. Definitely the underdog of the set. Like I said, I had what I thought would be a solid opinion about it just seeing it before I actually got this figure in my hands, but that totally changed once I got it out of the packaging, or even just seeing it in packaging up close. I knew that this figure was really good, and I'm not letting go of this anytime soon. As you can see, I've posed her with that belt she comes with. That is also a must. What does Alundra Blaze get, though? Well, I'm going to give her a 9.3. So there you go, guys. That is it. That is the complete review of these figures here, and they're all really high scores. So if you're thinking of picking up this set, by all means, please do. I love retro wrestling figures. It's part of the main reason I collect, and this set is just legendary. You cannot go wrong. Even if you purchase just 1 or 2 figures from the set, like I said, you cannot go wrong. They're all really good. They're great. Super pleased with it. So those are the figures. Let's get them out of the way and take a look at the actual play set and what you get with it and what it all builds. So as you can see there, you've kind of got the bed, love heart-shaped bed, which Shawn Michaels would sit on. Let's see if I can just attempt posing him on it just real quickly and see if we can, you know, kind of get him looking all nice. Okay, good enough. We'll go with that. Yeah, so there it is. That's the Heartbreak Hotel playset. Shawn Michaels came with the curtains and sign. Doink the Clown came with this, what's the movie I'm thinking of where they kind of had a lamp similar to this? I think it's The Nightmare Before Christmas or something like that. Yeah, this leg lamp, and of course this bed, which actually came in 2 different pieces. One piece going to Razor Ramon and the other half going to Alundra Blaze. Yeah, the set is cool. It's a nice little bonus to when you get all 4 figures together, and it's an incentive to actually buy the whole entire set. You know, I much prefer getting figures like these where you get this awesome accessory that builds up to be really, really cool, as opposed to just like stands with, you know, little cardboard cutouts of the figures that you bought so you can display them. But honestly, I think those stands from the regular Elite line, they just take up too much space. They're way too big and bulky. So you know what? I'm all for these builder sets. Think it's really cool. Look, that has been the review, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I know this has probably gone on really long, quite like my my previous video, but if you've been watching for this long, I just want you to know that I absolutely appreciate you to the fullest. I hope that there's people out there that enjoy these reviews, because I enjoy making them. So, you know, feel free to slap a like on the video. That is always appreciated. It lets me know I'm doing something right in the world. But most importantly, you know, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.